Hello, hello to our dear readers in Taos, the county, and around northern New Mexico. I am Cody Hooks, senior reporter and assistant editor at the Taos News, and here's a rundown on the news you won't get from anywhere but your community newspaper. First up in the news, reporter Jesse Moya takes a dive into what exactly separates charters from traditional schools. The factors are many, but Jesse looks into some of the commonly disputed ideas about charters and reveals some pretty similar stats between the two types of schools. Will Taos Municipal Schools learn from the charters, or will the future of education depend on the traditional schools? Read for yourself on Thursday and then send us your thoughts on Facebook or as a letter to the editor. In sports, it is going to be a demonic week for the Taos Tigers as virtually every team is going up against Santa Fe. On the horizon this week, football, volleyball, and soccer will be playing games in the capital city. But we've got the best sports news from the past week as well, especially the Taos Tigers' defeat of Aztec and the Taos boys soccer beating the Capital Jaguars, the first time that's happened since 2007. Cuesta and Penasco teams, of course, also get play on our sports pages with a wrap-up of their games. In the courts, 5 adults found living with 11 children at a compound in northern New Mexico last month will return to U.S. District Court in Albuquerque, where a judge will determine if they'll be held in jail as their federal cases are underway. One of the defendants, undocumented Haitian immigrant Janny LaVille, faces federal firearm and conspiracy charges. The others have been charged with aiding, abetting, and conspiring with her. You'll remember that last month, Taos District Judge Sarah Bacchus ruled the defendants couldn't be held in jail in initial child abuse cases, which were later dismissed due to a mistake made by local prosecutors. It's a lot, but we'll be in Albuquerque today to see what evidence federal prosecutors present. In health-related news, reporter John Miller touched base with the top brass at Holy Cross Hospital to discuss where things stand after another difficult year for the community medical center. The administrator said that while the hospital's financial outlook has improved, board members are discussing when they'll be approaching the county for additional tax revenue support. As we've reported before, hospitals across the country are struggling and many draw more from county coffers than Holy Cross. In business, the Taos News brings you stories about Lotta Realty, the oldest real estate company in northern New Mexico, which is now under new ownership by a longtime associate. This week, Tempo is all over the Paseo, the massive art extravaganza that will take over the area between Kit Carson Park and Taos Plaza and feature installations, performances, activities to get you participating, and just plain mind-bending experiences. Plus, there will be music and light shows at venues around Taos. But the area is positively humming with other exciting art. Tempo has also got coverage of the Neo Rio art installation along the Rio Grande Gorge north of Cuesta, the Midlife musical in Dixon, and a show of Japanese scrolls at the stables. We've also debuting a new column in Tempo called Cuesta North. I as am intrigued as you are. In lifestyles, there's a little gardening know-how, even as the season winding down. Check out a method for growing bountiful potatoes and composted wood chips, and find out more about the strategy to save rare and endangered plants in New Mexico. Also, enjoy the first chapter from bilingual teacher Teresa Davel-Page's latest contribution, little vignettes about this Cuban's time in Taos that I am sure Taoseños will laugh out loud at. They'll be published in Spanish and English for those of us practicing our language skills. Weather is at the top of our website, but generally it's looking beautiful with highs in the 80s and lows in the 40s. And because I'm sure you're all dying to know what's going on in the stars, here's what's up in the astrology. After a late summer where every planet was retrograde at one point or another, things are moving forward in the sky again. Mars went direct at the end of August, and Saturn went direct last Thursday. Mars is our fight. Saturn is our hard-won stamina to get things done. So now that we're in Virgo season, having these two planets back on track lends a solid energy to checking to-dos off whatever list it is you're working through. So best of luck to you all in that. That'll do it for this week. Thank you everyone for supporting a free and independent press right here in northern New Mexico. Bueno, bye.